Let me check. Is it full screen?
No, no.
Can you see now? Yeah. It is full screen from my side.
Ah, it is full screen now.
Yeah. Okay, so welcome learners. Today we are discussing something which is very important, and we have been receiving so many queries. This is an important component. So first of all, I will begin with the slides. I will share the information which is necessary for you, and after that we can take up the individual queries or whatever doubts you have. So let us now, there are actually three things with this program: the assignments which are a part of the continuous evaluation. It is mandatory for you to submit the assignments to complete the program. Then there is a component of project work, which is a separate course in itself, MSDP 018, that deals with the project, how you have to do the project work, and that is also compulsory for you to complete the program. And the term and examination, which is a theoretical examination, and the information regarding the same will be shared to you from time to time. So apart from the regular classes which are being held through online mode, the study material is there with you. It is there in the soft copy and the hard copy also you will be getting. Assignment is something, the general questions which you have to attempt. It should be handwritten, and it is 30% of your evaluation is based on your assignments. How do you write the assignments, and it carries this much of weightage. Assignments, normal questions which come to us, this: where do we get the assignments, where are the questions, how can we download them? So first of all, there is on the, there are so many platforms for where you can get the assignment link. We have the IGNOU website. In that there is a student zone. There, if you type PGDSS and or your enrollment, this your year of registration, you can get the assignments. You can download it from there. With the 7 courses have questions in them, and you can get access to them. Another, if you have Vyas, that is a web enabled academic support, you must be knowing about that. In that Vyas portal also, with every cycle the assignments are uploaded, so you can download it from there also. So one thing is that how do you get these assignments, and also in the discussion forum we share the link of the assignment so that you can get it from multiple sources. There is no problem for you in getting the assignments, that from where you are getting the questions which you have to attempt. So this is about the access. Now how then you have to submit those assignments. They have to be submitted. Hard copy also can be
Ma'am, if I
submitted.
can just add, sorry, can you please repeat about the access, because we're really struggling, unable to, log on to any of the portal to, see the assignments which are
That
uploaded.
is what I said. Let me finish with the presentation.
Okay,
Then we can
sure,
take up the questions. You
sure,
please
sure,
keep on noting down whatever the
sure,
problems you're having. You note down. After finishing all the slides and giving you an overview of these 3 important parameters, then we can take up individual questions.
sure.
So then you
Thank
can
you.
download the assignments. Then you have to submit. Now how you submit the assignments? They can be submitted hard copy at the address which is mentioned below, which you can see on the slides. Another thing, another way of submitting is that you can scan your assignments and you can submit the soft copy at the email address which has also been given over here. So that is how you have to submit the assignments. Now there are so many because with every cycle we upload the assignment, so you have to keep in mind the last date of the assignment submission. So if you are appearing for December exam, the last date is 30th September. However, the university announcement comes regularly with regards to the extension of the last date of assignments. So if the last date is extended, we will inform you regarding this. But you must remember that for December it is 30th September, and if you are appearing from June term and examination, it is 31st March. So, but accordingly, if it gets extended, then you will be knowing about it. So you must keep in mind the last date of the assignment submission, because after that it becomes difficult to get your assignments, to evaluate your assignments. So please keep in mind that the assignments have to be submitted within the last date of the submission. Then how you have to have you to submit the assignment. So this is the portal which we were talking about before. Many of you must have seen this portal. You must have, gone through the various components here which are given in the portal, and you can see that assignment section has underneath the submitted assignments where you have to submit. So the guidelines of assignment submission, that is how many questions you have to attempt. Normally it is one assignment you have to submit per course. So there are 7 courses, so 7 assignments have to be submitted, and each assignment may contain 3 questions, 4 questions, depending upon every cycle, depending upon the uh, weightage which has been given. So likewise, you can submit the assignment through this portal. You will find the assignments here also. This was the Vyas portal which I was referring to. So here in this, if you go to the assignment section, you will get the assignments in the PDF form. You will get the assignments for July cycle, for January cycle, the previous assignments, everything will be available at this place. So here you will get the link of submitting the assignments. Now, how you have to submit, what you have to write, how much you have to write, and what information does it contain. So mostly there are 4 questions in each course, and you must follow the word limit. It should not at all be copied from the study material. We try to give the assignments in such a way that it gives you time to reflect, so that you are able to reproduce the information which you have gained through the counseling sessions. However, this practice should be avoided, that you are copying from the study material or from elsewhere. This is not desirable. And you have to submit the assignments which are handwritten. It should not be typed. We do not allow this, and because then your assignments will be rejected, and you will be facing the problems with respect to the completion of the course. So it should be handwritten, it should be in the PDF format. And for different courses, please students make sure that for different courses you have a different PDF file. Please don't do this, because the assignments are evaluated by different course coordinators many a times. So therefore there should be different files in it, and always mention the assignment number, your name, enrollment number, email, phone number. That should be always mentioned in the assignments, because we have a lot of students, lot of assignment coming, and therefore it becomes problematic many times if the enrollment number is not written, if the course code is not written. And also we require email addresses, phone numbers, so we can reach out to you if you are facing any discrepancy, if at all, if anything is found in your assignment. So this is the email address, pgdss@ignou.ac.in, on which you can submit the assignments, and your file name should be your enrollment number. So don't give different file names which are very confusing. So whatever is your enrollment number, that should be your file number, so that we are able to track it easily. Then you can mention the course code, so that we can also know that which of the courses are pending with respect to the assignments. So it is easy on your part also, and for us also it is easy to track that how many students have submitted the assignments and how many courses are remaining. So this is you can do it very easily. It is not so confusing. Just keep in mind that the important information must be given. So this is the portal part, where you can see that if you are sending the hard copy, it should be submitted at this address which has been given over here. And also if it is a soft copy, it has to be submitted at pgdss@ignou.ac.in. Try to complete the assignments, and try to write it in your own words. Normally the word limit, etc., has always been, they are given along with the questions which we are giving. So you will not face any problem with regards to this. So this is how it has been, it comes in this form that likewise you have to submit. So this was all about the assignment. So not so difficult, just see that there are 7 courses, 7 assignments. Each assignment may have 3 or 4 questions. It should be handwritten and maybe submitted electronically or the hard copy, whichever way is convenient to you. You can do that. And a most important thing is the last date, which you must remember before submitting the assignments. Then comes a very important part, that is the project part, which is the USP of this course, because through project only you will be able to understand the nitty-gritties of sustainability and the sustainable development, and you people must be working in different interesting areas. So it forms a part of your action research kind of a thing, wherein you are able to interrogate among your surroundings, you are able to see, and we will be discussing about the topics for the projects, how you have to begin with the project work, what kind of work can you do, and what is expected as a PGDSS student. So this is the steps. How do I proceed with the project work? Selection of the topic is important because topic is central to the work you have been doing. Topic must not be because you have to know your limitations also. It is a diploma program, so you must know the limitation, how much time you can spare for this project work. That is very important. Another important thing, that it should be of your interest. It should be whatever the data you are expecting to collect, whatever the information you are thinking that you will be able to gather, that should be in your reach. And most importantly, it should touch upon the different aspect of sustainability in which we are discussing throughout the program. We are talking at length about different issues linking sustainability with the economics and social aspect and the environmental aspect. So why we have kept this project work? Because we want to bring out certain outcomes by the study of sustainability science as a discipline. So it should address the problems related to sustainability. It should be able to crisscross among the different dimensions existing in the society, in nature. So that topic must be well thought of before beginning with the project work. Before finalizing the topic, you have to consult your supervisor before finalizing the topic, because the supervisor must also be in accordance with the topic which you have selected. So he or she must be able to guide you accordingly. Another question which comes to our mind, which is very obvious, that who will be my supervisor? Who should be my supervisor? So we will discuss after this slide that the supervisors may be the academic counselors of IGNOU. They may be the faculty at the headquarters who are associated with the program, or any person who has an experience in this regarding field can be your supervisor. So that we will touch upon after this. So once the supervisor and the student agree upon the topic, then a synopsis has to be prepared. The synopsis is brief, which outlines the work which you intend to do. It specifies the topic, the objectives, the main expectations from the project which you are expecting to get in return. So after the synopsis, that is the project proposal, that is synopsis. So it has to be submitted to the program coordinator at the PGDSS email. I should say that you should submit your synopsis at that email, and the committee here at the headquarters looks into this, and then the project is, if it is approved, if it is approved, if you're getting certain comments on this, so after that you can revert back. So that varies from individual to individual. We'll look into that. And if the synopsis or the proposal is approved, then you can proceed for preparing the project report under the guidance of the supervisor. So the whole project report um, has to be done under the guidance of the supervisor. Make sure that you are able to complete the project work also in the stipulated time period. So project work also has a component of viva also, and the project report also. So Viva contains, there will be a Viva after you complete and you submit the project report. There is a Viva. 25% weightage is there for the Viva component, and the next 75% is of the report that you have presented, that you have sent, and that also contains the review of literature, the introduction part, and then so this is about the project work which we have seen. Now topics, as I have said, that what kind of topics, and so I have just touched upon it. I can just read it from here, that it should be suitable. It falls under the issues of sustainability. Time is an important thing, because don't be like so ambitious that you take up something which is very large and you're not able to complete it. That should be kept in mind. The feasibility, how well you will be able to collect the data. Will it be possible for you that within time span you are able to analyze the data, get the data, and write the project report? Will you be able to spare that much of time? That should be kept in your mind. Challenges, if any, cost, if any, is incurred. So please look into that, what kind of work you are thinking to. So we have the previous project reports also on the portal. You can see, you can check, and then you can decide amongst yourself that what kind of work you want to do. And as I said, the project proposal which you will submit, that should contain, it should not be a small paragraph. Many students write in the form of a paragraph and they submit that this is the proposal. It should not be like that. It should be introduction, methodology, what you are going to follow, what are your objectives, why you want to do this work, what is the problem statement, what is the research methodology that you will take into, and you can take the help of your guide. So then you will be able to do it better, and limitations and references. So this is the way it should be submitted, because then the project proposal gets rejected, it is unnecessarily waste of time. So let us begin at the very first instance. Let us begin with the correct steps, so that your project is not rejected on these grounds, that it doesn't contain objectives, it doesn't contain the limitations, it doesn't contain the methodology. So please take care of these important things. Now, who are the project supervisors? Who can be? So it can be the faculty at the headquarters, as I said, then academic counselors, who are the counselors of this program, then the teachers, the researchers, the scholars in this area of sustainable development, environmental science, anybody who has a master's or MPhil in environmental science, having 2 years of experience. So you can take help from them. You can make them as your project supervisor, and then you can work under them. You can finalize the topic, and the further work for the project report can be carried out under his or her guidance. And it also happens that at school level we do not consider the project supervisor which you have selected, which you want to work under. So in that case, the student will be advised, because on any grounds it may happen. It does, if your topic does not match with the expertise of the supervisor, then we are not in a position to approve that project supervisor. So you have to resubmit the proposal in that manner. So there is no problem if at all it happens that your project supervisor is not approved by us. Then we will suggest you some person from the headquarters. The student has to change the supervisor in that context, and resubmission of the proposal has to be done. So the proposal form, I'll show you the format of the proposal form now. In that proposal form, there are signatures of the student also, and the signature of the supervisor also. So if it happens that there is a change in the supervisor, you have to submit the proposal again, even though your proposal is perfect in terms of the topic, in terms of the methodology. But if the supervisor part is lacking, then also you have to resubmit the proposal with the changes which have been suggested to you. So all these things therefore take a time, you must remember. Now, as a supervisor, because it has nothing to do with you, but yes, if you are selecting a supervisor, then you must know that what is expected out of them, what have the duties, responsibilities have been assigned. So they will help you with the topic selection, with the finalization. Then they will provide you the learning resources in terms of books, papers, articles, uh, how you have to process the information which you have gathered, how to analyze the data, and also with regards to the preparation of the final project report. They will help you. So these are some of the responsibilities of the supervisors. See, this was the project proposal format. On the right hand side, you can see that how the project proposal should contain these things, and this is our standard university performer for the approval of the project report. So here it contains, the name of the student, then it is given as the what is the title of the project, then what is the supervisors, what kind of work they are doing, are they an academic counselor, study center, your study center number has to be written over here, and here you can see the supervisor ticks approved, and then they faculty here at the SOITs they sign in, that is being sent to the office saying that the project proposal of this particular student has been approved. So this is the performer which you will be getting on the website also, which will be getting on the Vyas portal also. So you can go through it, you can see to it, because this has to be submitted along with the proposal. The proposal which you are giving, it has to be there with your signatures, with the signatures of the supervisor. So after the selection supervisor topic is finalized, then you have to submit uh, the
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear
Yeah,
you.
she's frozen, I think, probably. We'll have to give her some time.
Sorry, there was a connection issue. अभी कनेक्ट आया नहीं आपका अभी. There was connection issue. We're connecting soon.
Okay, sir.
No, no.
okay. Okay. Sorry for that interruption. It's full screen only. So what we were talking about is that, okay, then your supervisor is also okay from our side. We also see that the topic is fine, you can do it. Then we will communicate you regarding the approval of the synopsis or the proposal or disapproval, whatever it is, whatever the changes we are expecting, that will be sent to the student within 6 weeks of the receipt of the proposal. So it takes almost, you can say, 1.5 months for this to take place. So that also must be kept in mind by you. And in case if you have to resubmit the proposal, if there is a non-approval on any grounds, be it topic or the methodology or the supervisor, then it's also the revised project proposal has to be submitted with the copy of the rejected one, because it should be in our knowledge that on what ground it was rejected, and that should also be sent again. So these are some of the basic things about the project and the project report, that how do you submit. And when it is approved, everything is fine, then you start working on the project, whatever you have selected, you do your work, and then there is a final submission of the project report. So the length of the report must be kept in mind, that it should not be too bulky. It should not be only 5 or 6 pages. That is very important, students. You must remember that there is a certain standard project report that we are expecting. So it should be 40 to 60 double spaced type pages, and it should not exceed 10,000 words. And also please make sure that you are using or you can say you are putting in the information which is authentic. So it should, after you, when you submit the project report, it must, if it is submitted electronically, if it is submitted in the hard copy, you must attach the proposal pro forma, the initial one, which contains the signature of the supervisor and yours, and also mentions that it is approved. Then certificate of originality, that will be signed by the student as well as the supervisor, that the work which you have done is original, it is not copied from anywhere, it should not be taken as such from anywhere. Please avoid all these practices. Then, like you have submitted in the proposal form, here also you have to mention, because now you have worked on that topic, now you have more information. So try to provide that information in the introduction also, objectives also. There may be problem statement which you can also revisit. Research methodology should be given, results, discussion, summary, limitations, and references, which is very important, from where you are quoting the data, from where you are quoting the definitions, whatever you are taking from anywhere, the references should always be given. So this is the structure of the project report, and it should be typed obviously, and then it should contain the 10,000 words, uh, apart from the references and the other things. So this, here you can see in the screen, you can see that how your format of the project report will look like. So first page with the title, enrollment number, year of admission, your name, the name of the supervisor, very clearly it should be mentioned. Then originality certificate, which has to be signed by the student, and there is an annexer 1, the language that which is given in the annexer 1, the same language you have to use. Acknowledgements, if you want to acknowledge any scientific body, if you want to acknowledge any lab, whatever acknowledgements you have to give, you can give here. Table of contents, introduction, review, methodology, result, and this is the standard. This is how you have to, and all this information has been given on the portal. It has been given on the IGNOU website also, along with your project guide also. In that also you will contain all this information. Please go through it carefully and see that you follow all the procedures which are required for completing the project work. This is the certificate of originality which I was referring to. So you have to use the same language. It should not deviate from this which has been given over here. This is the portal which we were referring to. So it contains, when you go through this portal, it will contain the project work, the different formats of the proposal form, format of the project report, the annexer for certificate of originality. Sample reports are also there so that you can go through them. You will get an idea that how the report is submitted, how the report has to be prepared, and the approved proposals. We put here all the proposals which have been approved, so the students can track it from here that whether the proposal is approved or not. So here you can submit online. That contains a link which, because SED, because our student evaluation division must get the information about the full project report, so that is submitted online. Also you can submit over here. So proposal also you are submitting here. This is all the other components I was referring to. So you need not worry that from where you will get this information, from where you will get the different formats. So need not to worry, everything has been put over here at one place. Just scroll through the different windows which are given over here, and you will get the information. So how you have to submit, as I said, it goes to registrar SED. So when you submit electronically, a number is generated and that number is communicated to you for further communication. That is the PR number, a project report number, it is said. So you can submit it. And another important thing is that the project report can be submitted anytime throughout the year, because we have a flexibility. There is a flexibility with regard to our program. So if you are not able to finish the project work, you can submit anytime, you can submit. So we have a record that all the students have submitted who have not, because for you to complete the program, the assignments have to be in place, the project report has to be in place, and you must have cleared all the theoretical papers, the 7 courses. So this is the flexibility that many times students prefer to complete the examination first and then they begin with the project work. So that all depends upon the program duration which you have. So there is no, as with the assignments, we had the deadline and all. With the project report, you can submit anytime, as in when you finish your work, you can submit. So here you can see that online, as I said, the project report can be submitted. Now, about examination, because we at IGNOU have examination twice a year. At one time we have in December and another time we have in June. So you are eligible to appear for examination after 1 year of your enrollment. For example, you have taken admission in July 21 batch. So you cannot appear in this December examinations which are going to be held soon. So after 1 year of the completion, you can appear for the examination. One thing is there. After 1 year is over, then you can appear for the June, December, depending upon your convenience. So that is as simple. And examination centers are the nearest centers you can choose. Examination form filling is online. As I said, the examination centers can be nearest center. They are held in offline mode. You have to physically go at the exam centers and write the examination. So while filling the forms, you can select the nearby center. You don't have to come to Delhi, and we have lot many centers across the country. So this is not the point of worry at all. So this was the basic things which I have touched upon, but I know there are lot many queries. We can now take up one by one.
Rita, keep on recording for in this discussion also.
Ma'am, can you please take the login issues first, because unless we get into the portal, we are unable to scroll through and understand. So it will be good for us to revise what you explained.
You are not able to log in. That is
Yes,
what you
ma'am.
mean to say.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
we
most
are
of us have
unable-
this problem. We also have a problem.
And if when we say we forgot user ID and password, and it says that the email has been sent to your registered email ID, we reach till there and no email comes to us.
And sometimes it is saying that this email is not recognizable.
No, you are online student or ODL
Online,
student?
online.
We are all online students.
You are online students. Okay, then we can take up this with COE because normally it doesn't happen.
And this struggle is on since long. It's not a short period. We've been facing this issue. I think some of them are for, I mean, I am facing since last 1 month. I am unable to,
We are not able to get into the system and then not able to do many things.
yeah. It was like, fortunately, I received that email of, the WhatsApp. So I got into the group.
Okay.
And then I learned about these lectures which are coming. And yesterday was the first time when I could join. And in the same
Okay.
email ID, if the link is sent, that means it's a registered email ID, right? So we should be able to log in.
Okay, then we will catch up with COE team and we will, because I can see so many students facing the same problem.
We have one more problem, ma'am. When we write a mail to you, we are not getting response from you. We are getting a standard response. We have referred it to them. We have referred it to them. I have not received at least 4 or 5 mail I have written. Even on WhatsApp also, clear responses are not coming. So where we go? It's now 6 months. We are enrolled in July and we are still in dark after 6 months.
No, you are right, but you are the first batch, and you know the things take time to streamline many times. I know I should not say, but it's the first time we are offering it online, so we will try our level best. We are already trying to see that you don't face such problems again.
Even
We
if
will
you are
take
not
up
able to act, please give a customized response. Don't give a standard response. It shows that some computer is sending the response, not a person is seeing the mail.
Ma'am,
So this is very
ma'am,
unfortunate.
Brijesh here.
Can we just have the technical person with us online who can address each and everybody's problem by screen sharing? I think one half an hour, 45-minute session, if we are given 5 minutes personally, we'll be able to resolve the issue.
Yeah, this time I am responding.
Yeah.
See, yesterday I talked to them and I have requested them to have that session. When you have this problem, especially for this online student, 2 stages you have to look. First stage for all. First, to all the learners, irrespective of online and ODL, use Summer. I'm sharing these things. Okay, please, I'm sharing. I know there are 2 issues, right? Okay, I'm sharing. Please. One is you have to download your. Today it is network is not working properly. One is you have to download your iCard. iCard has to be downloaded from the same portal, same website where you have submit your online application form, admission form.
But that's also blocked, sir. That's not also not opening.
I'm coming. I'm coming to that. I know that issues. That's why I'm sharing. In that also, if you have that problem, that's now I note down that thing. I have repeatedly requested them since we are not. It's one of our students said that it's just like sending auto email. That's I do feel that also. I have requested them. That's I sometimes when I receive the mail from students, I sometimes remind me of our student life. You know, that is the purpose. We created our team at SYTS created this WhatsApp group. It is because of WhatsApp group and the email which I receive from the concerned division. We are able to give student support service system. We are able to understand the issues from other end, right? So one issues, those who do not have any issues in login, please download your this irrespective of online or ODL, please download your identity card from that Summer portal, right? Second issues for online student, that's you just look into online PGDSS if you have that issues, and if you are able to download your identity card from the first stage, means from that Summer portal, please send that your identity card to me, means to PGDSS at red@igno.ac.in. Because now what I'm going to do, our approach is going to, how we are going to approach, we are going to give list of students where they are having problem, right? That is what my request. I have already requested them today also. I'm also going to meet them. Okay, I'm sharing. Okay, let me share. Bridgesi, please, those who raised the hand, please wait for a few minutes. I just want to best reduce an animation. Yeah.
If anything
Are
else,
you
you can discuss.
Are you able to
meantime.
see? Are you able to see the
Yes.
sharing? Yes. See, the first is, for that, go to fresh admission, right? See, this is the portal, you have to use to download your this identity card, right? They are forget. I know this forgot password, username. Sometimes it's not working. The other issues what I have seen from the database which I have downloaded from our centralized portal is that some of the students, they are not carefully mention or rightly mention their email. For example, instead of Gmail, what they write? Gmail, right? Instead of Yahoo.com, Yahoo.com. So these are certain issues I have seen. That's why sometimes it is very difficult for me to communicate to this group of some of the enrolled students. This is for the identity card, irrespective of use what I can say this online or audio. And again, for online,
Can you show us the icon of identity card? We could not see that.
although I cannot access for
Okay.
me, I don't know. You just log in because you just log in.
Where is the icon for that?
Yeah, that is because I don't have that.
Okay, we will find out on this
Probably
stream.
we can request somebody in the group can log in and
Yeah,
share the screen.
And let me finish another and then. The second this is for online student, right? This is our IOP site. We log in here. See, this is where you have to log in, right? And one information I want to share is that there are, in my knowledge, there are more than 20 students. Still, they are not, putting, or we are not giving access. They are working on that. You will get that access in another 1 or 2 days. That they were activated. Their admission was confirmed last 2-3 days only, right? So for those, I'm sure they will be working on that. That is the issues. Anyway, if you have any issues, there are 2 processes there. Those you have already, if you are able to access in that first, you just download your this identity card and share it to us so that I can work with them when you are having to log in this online that platform, right?
Yeah.
So we are in our best level to coordinate with them, and as a teacher in our team at SYTs, and that in support with
Can I ask?
Yes,
Sir. Can we have academic calendar for our course? What is going to be timelines and etc.
It's already there.
Because we are very confused. I have received my confirmation on 29th November for admission. So I am which part of the batch? I don't know. July, December.
I got your question, right?
Yeah.
See, yours is July batch. Okay.
Okay. So then, okay. Then timelines are I was seeing that there something is mentioned for submission in October. Then I
That
have
is what,
received confirm.
that's what Dr. Dixa explained. You are eligible to give examination from June 2022. So your
Okay.
indicative, we can say this is not final, indicative or tentative timeline for a submission of assignment and others are March.
Can we submit any assignment in March, or any fixed 4 assignments can be submitted in March? Is there any restriction? Or I was reading somewhere that you have got calendar-wise allocation of assignments.
Yeah. Latest assignment, because you have flexibility of 3 years. For example, in this time, right? For example, you are eligible to give exam in June 2022, right? In
How many
that, if
papers
you
I
are
can
not-
appear in June 22?
you can appear all that. After
All that.
completion
And I
of
can
1
submit-
year, you can apply all the courses.
And
Yeah.
I can submit all assignment by March if it is possible for me.
Yeah, you're by March. Yeah.
If I can do.
And then if you are online student or offline,
I'm online.
you are online.
I'm online student.
Choose online. For online student, your assignment will be inbuilt, right? You need not to download it. Now I'm working on that. We are working on that. Now for online student, there may not be handwritten, right? So wait for a week, please. I'm requesting wait for a week. We are going to make the portal so that you can be allowed to.
Sir,
I think
one question. I have one other question. How to know that I am an online student or not? Is there any confirmation in email? I'm confused a little bit.
Everybody is.
it is you should know that.
While
choice is the same.
submitting application, we have selected, I think.
Yeah.
No, when you applied for this program,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
applied in like ODL mode or online mode.
Okay, I have.
When you applied for this program, you came to know about this program. It must have asked you mode of study.
Okay.
No, but your confirmation is not saying clearly whether you are an online student or offline student. Something.
Yeah. That's what I was saying in the confirmation mail. That's what.
Then one more question is there, sir. One more question is there. When we are online, yeah, yeah,
to understand the one simple thing is when you receive the confirmation mail, their study center, if study center is Center for Online Education, right?
yeah. Okay, that can be the. Okay,
Only
understood.
COE, if we, those that have that mention Center for Online Education, they are online student. Others difference. Okay. Then
One more point, sir. I
I
have read somewhere. 1 minute. I have read somewhere that this our T term and examination will be in multiple choice questions. Is it correct?
that is for online. Yeah.
Okay.
This is for
We don't have to
I
give this
have two minor
descriptive
questions
answers.
to ask. Actually, I was a little confused about them, so I just they are just minor questions. So the first question was
I think
that
just
the
one
timeline
question, let
that
me
you have
clarify.
mentioned.
It's about this MCQ. MCQ will be there on all TEs. We don't have to give descriptive answers.
As of now, the university policy is for online student. We are conducting MCQ type that examination, right? That's CBT. We call it CBT, computer-based technology. That test, right? In that, some of the courses they are, following that handwritten. But for us, for this PGDCS, we are going to have this MCQ. Okay, it is very clear for that. But as far as the examination center is concerned, university is planning to have remote that proctor examination. But as you know, in the looking into that limitation of technology, we are not sure we will be able to conduct those remote proctor examination. So
Okay, but MCQ is final. It will be MCQ only.
That's why
All papers.
all papers.
MCQ for online or offline both?
Online. This for online only.
Sir, one more question. Just
offline?
for the cost of.
For offline, that will be a pen and a paper. We have to appear the examination in the study center, like not study exam center. Like that, online also they have to go to the this exam center, but only their examination will be MCQ. If the university is able to give or implement that remote proctor examination, then you can give examination from your own home, right?
I have a question regarding the timelines for the project report. As you had already mentioned, since most of us are July candidates, so the timeline to submit the proposal was 30th October, I think. And since that hasn't happened, so that was the first question that I had, like what is the deadline for submitting the proposal? And secondly, like we have just been made aware that we can choose a supervisor. So if, for example, I were to choose a supervisor from IGNOU itself, what should be the course that I need to follow? Should I be emailing the supervisor that I want to select, or how do I contact them? How do I move about in this direction? So these are the two questions that I actually had. Yeah.
Pratik, the first question is regarding your timeline. Is mentioned that you can submit anytime, right?
Okay.
That is the thing.
Okay.
And if you want to complete it in June 2022 examination, you have to complete all the process, right?
Okay.
Before that, so that your evaluation can take with that. Otherwise, if it is late, then your evaluation will take. You can submit, but your evaluation will take in next examination.
So just to be clear, the proposal, I have to first follow the proposal.
That's the second question. Your second question is that proposal and your teachers, right? Mentor.
Yes.
First, you have to personally approach those eligible mentors, right? For deeper discussion, you have to discuss among the teachers and the students, right?
Understood.
And only you have to submit to the whatever the process explained by Dr. Diksha, right? So we are accepting through email, scan copy of that whatever, right? Okay, that is explained in that. And in this case also for online student, for them that will be inbuilt. You need not to worry. All your process will be inbuilt. Approval will be inbuilt. Then you have to submit in that inbuilt that portal. You have to log in, and in your login, that portal only, you will find out everything. Examining.
Sir, Pratik, just to add on Pratik's question, when you said the supervisor can be chosen, so will there be any list or contact number that we can refer to?
You just find out very easily in our homepage, right?
In your homepage.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we find out somebody from outside also? As a supervisor? Anybody in corporate world or in office who has experience?
Yeah. That is clearly explained.
You can give their CVs and you can approve that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is clearly.
So I can start the process now, send the proposal immediately in whatever time it can be. And then for example, if I want to complete my course by June 2022, so I can start it. I mean, there is no, as such, there is no timeline.
There is no timeline, but
okay. That is what I was confused about, because I would like to get it done by June 2022, and the timeline, it was I was not able to follow the timeline. That is why I thought I would just
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Then
thank you.
I have then
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir?
Kaveti.
Yes, sir. Regarding the supervisor itself, sir, we have to choose the supervisor, sir, or the university will only
No, you have to choose. You have to approach. You have to choose.
Okay, sir. So when we can start the project proposal, sir, after choosing the supervisor?
That is between you and the supervisor.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, just to add on Brijesh's, the question, like Brijesh, I am also newly registered, like November, December I registered. So I will be able to submit the assignments by next November, December. Is that what I am understanding, Diksha? Is that right?
वो बाद में भेजेंगे पूरा 3 साल के बाद।
If I have got the
If you are
confirmation,
not raising question, please put off your mic. Please put off your mic. Kumud ji, Saurabh ji.
यो है ना,
Switch off your mic. Only one person speak.
first round was 50%.
so question to Diksha ma'am.
Yeah,
is,
Gurmeet.
70%.
Yeah,
Gurmeet.
if I have
Second round is also
registered,
70%.
Kumud, just a minute, please.
I was only thinking, once we do this
Just-
third round,
Just
after the
give
start
me a
is
minute,
that, we
please.
will have a list of people who could not qualify. But
Kumud
we
ji,
will
Just a
put off
minute.
your
I'm in the
microphone.
middle of
Kumud
the
ji, please
question.
put off
Just give me one
एक
minute,
list
please.
बना के
Ma'am,
Yeah.
Diksha
Arshit
ma'am, and
Jalil,
sir,
please put off microphone. Okay.
just
Yeah,
question-
Gurmeet ji.
Hanji, sir, I'm saying that in case I have got the confirmation in the month of November or December, then my timeline is minimum 1 year, which is next year, November and December. And that is the timeline when I can submit the assignment. I can submit before that also. That is the question. Can I submit before that?
You can submit before that, and
You can submit, but exam will not. You will not be able to appear before June term and examination. You cannot. Even if you are submitting the assignments now, you can appear for this examination, which are going
Only
to be
the
held soon.
examination. But ma'am, if I am December confirmation, I'll be able to do the examination next year, December.
No, June
Yes.
2022. June 2022.
June.
That will be 1.5 years.
No, June. 6
Gurmeet,
months.
Gurmeet, as per confirmation from Diksha ma'am and sir, we are from the batch of July.
Yes.
Even
fine.
we have confirmed. Okay.
Got confirmation later, but within 6 months' time, we can write the exam.
Yeah.
Thank you so
We
much,
can
sir.
complete
You
all
are a
the
July
formalities.
21 student.
Okay, thank you so much.
And all assignments can be submitted even today. There is no problem.
Yeah, provided one reads and
Before
gets.
31st March 2022 or whenever IGNOU has announced any revised date, it can be done even today. No
Yeah,
issue.
provided you get access and you start reading, then we'll do it. Thank you.
Okay, there are some question in the this message. One is, can we have two WhatsApp group? One is that may not be possible, right? We cannot. That will make more confusion. You know. Then offline mention in ID card. That is, you will find out over there. See, one Pranab Thomre. So if we are not on, online, then do we stop joining this session? This session is especially for ODL student, right? For online, you know, they already have inbuilt video session, the recorded video of different session, right? So this is specifically for open distance learning system, but for online also there are one component. We follow that 4-quadrant component, right? As per that quadrant component, as per UGC norms, there is discussion forum or discussion with the learners. So for in the language of ODL pedagogy, this is not exactly class what we have thinking of in what we follow in conventional system. That's why we use the term online classes as web counseling session. We assume that students already have the knowledge of or have already gone through that self-learning material, and this session give an opportunity to interact among ourselves and to clear our doubt or to look into the latest growth or latest publication, whatever latest that information available in that broad domain of units or blocks. That is a thing. Then can ODL students send the scan assignment and the project to the official email? Yes. From the before Corona is here, comes, for PGDSS, we already started this process. Project proposal, you can submit project proposal, and assignment, you can submit a scan copy of handwritten scan copy. That's why Dr. Diksha has clearly explained how to do that, right? And regarding the project, that you have to send to the PGDSS. Regarding the full project report, that is different. That has to be, from time to time, university announce that the link where you have to upload that centralized report, final report. Up to project proposal, you have to send directly to pgdss.ignou.ac.in. Okay, clear? Then yes.
I wanted to clarify, sir. In my application, it is written ODL. It means I am online or distance learning.
Distance.
You are distance. ODL means distance learner, right?
Okay.
So Vyas portal is a proactive online student support system for
Okay.
ODL student, and for online that have different.
Okay.
Right. The issues is common. That's why we are having common session. For example, class also.
ODL means open and distance learning.
Just one question, sir. Yeah, this syllabus for ODL and online is same. The books are same.
Yes.
There is no different set of books. No, for that. Then will you be sending us written material hard copy or no?
No.
No.
For online student, there will be, you will not get this hard copy. For ODL student also, in the process of submission of your application, you have opted soft copy or hard copy. If you are opted for hard copy, and the concerned division already started to disperse the material. I'm sure some of you must have already received the study material, and those opted for soft copy, you can download from the eGyan course. But I suggest, instead of going in different places, you just look into our Vyas portal, where Diksha already, share in the here in admin PGDSS, and when we send this welcome mail from our side, not from centralized university side, from our coordinator side. This is even it was issued and that welcome message. In that we clearly explain those links also provided over there. Okay.
Can online student opt for a hard copy version of material after payment something?
No, that is very complicated. Right. Instead of going through that complicated, I suggest you print. If you feel you need to have a hard copy, better to print.
Okay.
Even ODL also, those opted for soft copy, sometimes they ask, sir, shall we get hard copy?
Government has to print.
Yeah, it is better to print. Right.
Okay.
Others, some people.
Hi, sir. I have a question, and kindly excuse my naivety if you want to answer that. I just wanted to know that can ODL students convert to online now, if possible?
No.
Most wonderful question. Because online is far better. I was expecting this question.
I wanted to know the options. If it's available, then we might choose to. If it's not, then it's okay.
It is a very complicated issue. Right.
It's okay.
But they will have benefits, sir.
Yes, Hemant.
Sir, they will have benefits, sir, because they are opting for multiple choice, and we will be giving, they will have benefit.
University policy
is the biggest advantage of online course.
No, sir, but they will have benefits.
Diksha ma'am, can I request you to please show us the Vyas portal? I have not understood that. Summer PGDCU, that I have understood.
That is Gurmeet. You are online student.
So it is not applicable, right? Okay.
It is not applicable for you.
Okay. And are the recordings available on our PGDSS?
Recording, though, that's why I see recording. That's all. See, since for online students, since you are the first batch, we are also having, struggling something to streamline the thing, because we are from our side, in our best level, we are putting that recording session of these online classes. Already there, different videos are also there. That's why I suggest,
because like yesterday was the first one I attended.
Let me finish, Gurmeet, let me finish.
Sure.
Irrespective of online or ODL. That's why in last sessions, different session, we request, or in our email welcome messages, we request to subscribe our PGDSS YouTube channel, so that you can get an alert, right?
Okay.
For ODL student, everything is one place. You that Explorer, that Vyas portal, right? Then you will find out everything, whatever the information over there. For online, accept this thing. I'm also working on that, so that we can put that's updated, because online classes and the recorded video is different. Recorded video is based on your, I mean, in that time 1 year back, or in this time we are, recorded a session. But this online, we try to update information wherever possible, right? We sometimes call expert from others also, and we have regularly we are discussing with all of you. So that sometimes this is an advantage. That's why, we are also trying our best layer. Right.
No, I understand, sir. That's really appreciate that. Like yesterday's session was the first one which I could attend, and I'm sure I would have missed a couple of them because my confirmation came late. So I was just curious to see the previous ones. That's
on YouTube channel. All the details are available. All
okay.
previous.
Thank you.
It takes about 24 hours, then it
gets uploaded.
Yeah, 24 hours. That is what I have observed.
Okay, thanks. Thank you so much.
And
thank you so much,
Professor. Vyas can
yes,
be accessed by Vyas can be accessed by online students also.
No, Abhi, see the reason why I am not. Saurabh, see, Saurabh, wait, please. Okay, yeah.
Can we log out, sir, if it is okay? Because we thought of it. Some meeting is there.
See, I'm coming to the point. When there was in the beginning, even 1-2 months back, right? When I was discussing in that, then proposed that the issues is, you must have looked into our WhatsApp group. Sometime, unnecessary question come up and making confusion all of us, right? Yesterday night, when I look into that, we have a number of, issues which is not related to our course. That's why even today also, to avoid confusion, can we not have separate draft clearing session? Yeah, that's I told you, because of the situation, because these issues are very common. In Vyas also, some students are not able to, access to the Vyas portal. So that's why we are having a common session. And classes, I'm sure classes we may not need to have any confusion, right? That is the problem. If we are giving access to Vyas, then there may have another confusion, right? So let us not create another confusion.
How many total students are there in this batch, sir? And how many online and how many ODL approximately?
Rajendra ji, Abhi, in ODL, it is 100 plus. And that same way, we can total Abhi what the data available to me is 227. Half.
220.
And sir, the WhatsApp group,
Is it
the one which we
possible
have,
for
it's
you,
only for online or it's both?
Can I ask just one question?
Yes.
Sir, is it possible for us to have a list of these are online students and these are ODL students? Because in the ID card also it's not clear. I'm sure a lot of people have this confusion whether they are online or ODL.
Simple answer.
Doctor,
I'm responding to that. Please. Yeah, I'm responding, please. Neha, the simple tool. You just look into ID card, right? In identity card, this, for example, see there, name of the program, husband, address, so this is not okay. RC code, right? There must be RC code. Second, enrollment number after enrollment number, right? That here, if it is written Center for Online Education, that is online. And this is, as a student, you should know that because you apply accordingly.
Correct. The second sign is the fees you paid. Fees was slightly lesser for ODL. Third, I'm sure people have saved the application either in soft form or hard form. Just look at that. It will give you the details. Thank you.
And for the fees is same. Rajendra's fee is same.
Okay.
Fees is same.
In the first mail, sir, you had given the list of counseling sessions. Is that list is on or it is also changed? The timelines.
Sometimes that is, see, to make it, I understand that whenever you join a course, when you are not getting any response from our side, that's communication.
You have given a list of schedule, which faculty, which day. So is it being followed or not?
Kumudji, please.
So far it is. So far it is.
So that is Kumudji, please.
Yeah.
tentative. These are tentative schedule. We try to, follow those tentative schedules. Sometimes, expert says today I am not available on this. Sometimes it happens.
That's okay. That's fine.
That is
more or less this will be followed.
Yeah. That is
Okay.
We try
That
to
is
do
that is understandable.
Yeah.
Sir, in my
Sir, can you have about the project topic, sir? How we will find the topic?
We will have different sessions for exclusively for project. Wait for few days.
Okay.
Sir, I'm logging out.
Okay.
Sir, my last question, sir. As in my ID card, it is written after RC, my city name. It means I am offline student.
Offline student.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Or Pratik.
Everybody wants
Sir,
to be
but
online
offline
now.
students are having disadvantage, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Offline students are having disadvantage, sir. Because MCQ questions.
Sir, I just wanted to ask if the group in which we are there, is this exclusively for the online students or it also includes only for online?
Exclusively for online.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you feel that, I'm handling 4 WhatsApp groups. 1 online for your batch, 1 ODEL. Then January 2021 batch, July 2020 batch. See? So easily that is reason yesterday when I see those unrelated mail, you will feel very surprised to know that some of the students are putting those courses which is not related to us. That's why we have planned that it is not bad. It is better not to give access of bias to the ODL that then it's online student because it will make confused. Yes, Pratik Sharma. Yes, Madhura, please. Madhura, yeah.
Thank you for the clarity, sir. Thank you.
Madhura, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In my confirmation mail for the regional center, I have 16 Pune. So, but I am also able to access the VIAS portal. So I am confused whether I'm an online student or ODL student.
No. That bias is for ODL student. That's why we are able to access because when आपको एक बताता रहा हूं see, when we send the welcome message, one is confirmation mail, auto confirmation mail from the university side, right? Then after that you receive a confirmation mail from PGDHS team, right? When we send the ODL, that especially for ODL student, when we send the welcome message, first we give access in that BIAS portal. Then only after that only we send that message. That's why you are easily able to access the site, right? So you are ODL student.
Okay,
right?
okay. Thank you for the clarification, sir.
Next, Pratik. Pratik, you are raising your hand. Pratik Sharma.
Sorry, it was a mistake. I didn't.
Thank you, sir. Very helpful. Thank you. Thank you.
आप थोड़ा सा vitamin E जरूर लीजिएगा. 4 WhatsApp group and thousands of questions.
समझ में आ गया. आप तो पहले सोचते हैं मेरे बात होते थे. राजेंद्र जी was so angry to me. Response नहीं देते.
Thank you so much, sir. You've been handling so many things. We do understand. Really appreciating.
Thank you so much, sir.
Especially like now, this is the first online course. There would be too many challenges technically, which you are also, figuring out. Because once the first course is done, then it's a repeat, right, for you also. So thank you for all that effort.
Okay. All the question raised here, we have already answered. Okay.
And we can also exchange our email IDs and be in touch. I have written my email ID. Gurmeet, you had asked, and for all my friends and colleagues.
Thank you. I'm writing mine as well.
Yes, please. That would be better.
Sir, can I just add in?
Yes, Madhura.
Yes, sir. If we, it's just a request or a suggestion. If we could rename the groups as in for ODL or online, everybody would get a clear idea of
Yeah, thanks, Madhura. Good idea.
who is in
Pardon?
which group.
She's
If we
saying
could
rename the group.
ODL
Yeah, that's
or
good.
online.
And see, for ODL, we have already created that this. See, I will tell you one thing. In WhatsApp also, that those PGDSS July 21, that is ODL, and for PGDS July 21 online, that's for online, and for discussion, that Google group, that we do not have that group as it is, because that is inbuilt over there in online. For online, they have inbuilt after they follow Moodle's platform, right? So we do not have any that's Google group in for on this online student. For ODL student, you are regularly receiving those messages. One is WhatsApp message, other is email message, group message. That is exclusive
sir.
for ODL, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, people
The
will not
project
ask
should
for
be also.
people will not ask for stripes. That is stripe for ODL and different stripe for online.
Sir, project should be submitted by March 31st.
We have already explained.
Flexible
that is
है ना ये
indicated.
date.
Already explained.
If it is ready, you can submit today, tomorrow, no issues.
No, I
Rajendra
am
ji is
not
saying
able.
everything is submitted by tomorrow. Don't read.
Excuse me,
If
sir.
he
I
has
have
done,
one
then
question.
Listen, yes.
Uh, Sir, my regional center is Shimla and online mode is my admission, July 21. So
Yeah,
I
now I
would.
remember. Yes,
then
it's
good
yours.
for you, because
Identity
we are
card
at
is in front of me.
disadvantage.
Yes, sir.
Raman, please. Yeah.
So, sir, I receive all messages through WhatsApp and I will proceed by email and WhatsApp only. There will be no link with Shimla Regional Center and how to continue this course.
See, student support service is purely online. What I have seen, the latest data I have received from the concerned division does not include, it doesn't include your name, right? But I'm sure they
Voice
will
is
include.
not coming, it's echoing. It's very
All are putting on your microphone. आप लोग अपने माइक्रोफोन को ऑफ करो. Zishan, what I am saying is, you have shared your identity card. After you raise the issues, I requested you to share your identity card, right? That is in the beginning, I explained that those who are able to access those admission portal, you just download your identity card. So after getting your identity card, I have said to that data I have received from the concerned division. Fortunately or unfortunately, your name was not there, right? But this iCard shows that you are a student of PGDSS. That's why, wherever possible for student support service system, and using the email that you communicated to our PGDSS team, I have activated BIAS, giving access BIAS to you, right? Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Bas,
received
that
your
is-
mail and Vyas link.
Yeah. That is because of that, right? So that same way, that's why I requested to the online student that there are two issues. One issues for ODL only, as far as that's accessing to the site. For them, sometimes regarding the login, when they are trying to download their identity card, what happened? The same issues, they are not able to remember or to recover to their password and so on. And the reason is, some is technical glitch sometimes happen. Other is, I have found that when I look into the database, some of the students, they do not mention their this email address properly. That is the biggest challenge. So in that time, what I can say, instead you pointed figure to other end only. So that is the biggest mistake right. So anyway, that is number one. Then number two, for online student, if you do not face this first that step, face any issues in that, you just download your identity card. And then second is, I know those students who have received email from, especially from PGD's PGD's email, your activation in that online portal is still pending. Frankly speaking, I had a big argument yesterday also, right, in the office. I'm big argument.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
I'm facing, I'm as a teacher, I'm doing my responsibility. Right? And something is in our hand. Our team is working, teacher team is working very sincerely. But due to some limitation over there also, they are also facing some issues.
But it is so good to know that somebody is from hill station Shimla. We can always go there and have a meeting there.
Sir is staying in IIT Mandi. My husband is working in IIT Mandi, so I my regional center is Shimla.
Yeah. So you share those who are having issues in login in our online, that those for online student. If first you download email, your identity card and share those things, and I will list it out all these things. I have already requested to the concerned team of Center for Online Education to have a session, special session for login issues. Right. In that also, I will check it whether they will be able to have that particular concern of issues of that first stage also. This first stage also, a number of students are facing because of that they are not able to download identity card. This identity card is very much important because you have to show your identity card when you go in the examination. Issue compulsory ho gaya. It is compulsory now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay then.
Guru Vyas and Muni Vyas, he accepted everyone, but here there is a discrimination. Some people are not allowed to access Guru Vyas.
They did something there. क्या कहते हैं आप पिछले जन्म ने आपने
But this is going very well, and the kind of YouTube channel and details which are given, that is absolutely world class. What Dr. Diksha also presented, that was smooth. I could not understand it as first session, first batch. So very well done.
Okay, thank you very much. That's why when you receive the mail from last week only, don't think that the number of session has gone. We are waiting for closing the last admission process. That is the reason, and everything is delayed. This is not in our hand. We know it is July session, but the classes starting November or October. So please bear with us, and especially request to online students, since you are past batch student, we are trying our best levels, and frankly speaking, some of the videos we are not yet recording is not yet done because of their technical issues over there, right? So with this, I'm sure we are able to address most of the issues faced by all of you. And from time to time, let us be in touch. We will try to resolve together, right?
It should not happen that the admissions are going on till 31st March 2022, and the last date for submitting assignment is also 31st March 2022.
So then submission date will then submission date will be postponed now if it gets.
That's the whole reason my head was spinning since last 2 days. I said, okay, the group I have joined and they're telling me assignment submission date and all, and I have had no head and tail, no clue about what has to be.
Because online admission is going till now.
Yeah, that is for master immigration.
Thank you for a very useful session.
Thank you very much. See you in the next session.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay. RC Delhi 2, you chose the session, please.
In Anand Vihar, there is a bus station, and the